Hey guys, so welcome to day 9. I'm so pumped that you guys have stuck with this so far, and I'm seeing all your results, and I know you guys are doing amazing. So congrats. So basically today we're going to just be talking about building relationships. And I know we talked a little bit about prospecting in one of the other videos, but this is just going to kind of take it a little bit further. And that should really be y'all's goal, is not to start a message with somebody and say, hey, I have this business and you get Shakeology and you get these programs and they're amazing and who doesn't want them and here's my link and sign up. You got to really build relationships. And I will tell you one thing, like if you're really serious about coaching, that's going to be the best part of this business for you, is the relationships, because I have met some amazing people. Because personal development is a vital behavior of ours at Beachbody, I will tell you that people are very open about why they're getting into this business. They're very serious about their reasons for wanting to have financial freedom or wanting to have more time with their families or that kind of thing. I've had a lot of people open up and tell me the same kind of story that I had about how they hated their bodies, or they had just all these issues and a lot of kind of self-confidence issues because of their body, and that Beachbody, when they started doing these programs, like really helped them with that. So getting to know people is going to help you figure out what their wants and needs are, basically. So you have to get to know them. You can't just say, like, go to my link and sign up. Even if they do sign up, even if they sign up for a challenge pack, like, you could be missing out on so much. First of all, you could be missing out on not meeting like an amazing person that could become one of your best friends. But second of all, you could be missing out on just being able to tell them, what this can do for them. Like if you don't talk to someone and you don't know that they hate their job and that they're a single mom and their dream is to stay home with their kids, but they have to work no matter what, you can't present that to them. You can't show them, like, really, I have something that you have, and here's how I'm doing it, and here's how it can work for you, even though you have to work and you're a single mom, that kind of thing. So you have to get to know people. So there's a couple ways to do that. So number one, you have to meet new people. Whether you're going to build your business 100% on social media or 90 or 80% on social media, you have to meet new people and you have to present this to those people. So in part of your vital behavior, or part of your activity, is to reach out to, sorry, I'm getting distracted, but is to reach out to people and add people to, like, your Facebook, your Instagram, those kind of things. So that's virtually meeting people. Or, if you start dating someone new and they have a new group of friends, or if you go to a girls' dinner and it's new people that you've never met before, if this is part of your lifestyle and if you're living the vital behaviors, it's just natural for you to talk about that kind of stuff. I got into a discussion with somebody who was obsessed with, like, clean eating, and we got into it, and I have a clean eating group, and it's the best way to, start getting some of my other groups and that kind of thing. And she was just like, oh my gosh, I've never heard of this. This is so amazing. And so it's not like you're just like, hey, I met a new person, Beachbody. No, it's just that you need to be out there. You need to be in community with people. You need to be meeting new people. You can't just be like a hermit in your house. And if for some reason that is what's most comfortable to you, then you have to be adding new people online all the time, on Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is. The next thing is, your goals and intentions need to be to build relationships. Your goals shouldn't be, and I said this a little bit earlier, but your goals shouldn't be to sell a challenge pack or to get a new coach, because if you get a new coach signed up and you don't have a relationship, chances are after a couple months that coach is going to hit the road jack. Like, you've got to build these relationships, or why would somebody want to come alongside you in something that could be really important to them? So you have to build relationships. The other thing is, you have to ask questions and you have to listen when people give you answers so that you can respond in the right ways. So we talk about this a lot in network marketing, in sales, really, in general. And you guys know I have a sales background, but it's forming. So we call it forming somebody, which don't think of it as something that you have to force. It's not. It should be something that you would talk about anyway, but it's like, basically, like if you're not really sure how to strike up conversation with someone, and I do this on Facebook even, not just in person, you talk about FORM, form, and it's their family, occupation, recreation, and oh my gosh, I think I might be saying it wrong, but oh my gosh, I'm forgetting the M, and this is live. I'm totally forgetting the M. I'm going to look it up on my phone. But so that's just really easy. Like when you are talking to somebody new, you don't just say like, hey, I love Beachbody. You should love Beachbody too. You can start talking about their family. Like even if you're on Facebook, you can say, hey, I've been seeing these posts that you just had a baby 3 months ago. Congratulations. And oh my gosh, your baby's so precious. And like, you're not lying. Like they are so precious. They're babies. Or you can say like, oh, I just saw that you just got married. That's so exciting. Congratulations. Or I've said before, like, oh, I just saw that you just got married and he had kids and you had kids and you guys blended families. What was that like? I'm a single mom. One day if I find someone, I might have to do that. So you use your own personal experience and whatever you really want to know about that person, not just like to get a sale. But just, whatever you truly want to know about that person, or you truly want to say, like, I saw that and that was so precious and I loved it. And thanks for sharing and that kind of thing. So family. Occupation is huge because we have an occupation that offers people a lot of freedom with their time, financial freedom. Most people don't love their occupation, especially millennials. There's us, there's, back in the baby boomer age, people didn't love their occupation, but they didn't need to. They didn't care. They were like, it's just a job and I clock out, or, I'm not going to spend my life searching for what I love. But as millennials and our parents telling us that we should have the best of everything and being so involved in our lives, we believe that. And there's a lot of people our age that don't stay at jobs more than a couple years or maybe a year and a half. And they are kind of looking for, like, if I'm going to spend my time doing this, if I'm going to get paid to do it, what's the best thing for me? What can I get into? So it's really important to talk about people's occupation. There's a lot of people, I will tell you, teachers in general, anybody in any kind of enforcement agency, like EMS people, firemen, policemen, usually, those are difficult jobs. And a lot of those people, they're almost thankless jobs, as horrible as that is. They're like helping the general public. And it's like, they don't get paid top dollar. They have to work odd hours. They have to work on call. Nurses, doctors. Those people are like, and I get it. Like some people went to school for a very long time to get that degree and maybe they don't want to get out of it. We have a lot of nurses on our team making ridiculous money, way more that they would ever make, working, like Sarah Gobb, she's underneath Brandy and she has her own team and she is amazing in this business. She still works 2 nursing jobs because she loves it, but it's not because she needs to. Her money in Beachbody, as far as supporting her family and contributing, is far exceeds what she's making in nursing. She just likes it. And that's another thing. She can do both. She didn't have to quit it. Like she likes it, So occupations like that, where there's a lot of shift work or the night work and, it's a lot of work and maybe not a ton of payoff or not a ton of time at home with their family. You want to know that. If you don't know that, if you're just like by my challenge group and you don't know, like I'm a firefighter, that it's a passion for me, but it takes me away from my kids a lot or my wife or, that kind of thing. If, we have a lot of military wives. If you don't know that, like, they would love to start a business where they could move wherever their husband gets deployed or wherever their husband has to move and then gets deployed and then he's not there, then you can't share that with them. So you have to know. So family occupation, I told you guys I was going to look this up. I'm so sorry. I want to say that it's money, but it could totally not be money. I don't really know. I'm so sorry, guys. But anyway, so occupation, recreation. So just like when you're talking to somebody, like, what do you do for fun? people might say like, oh my gosh, I am obsessed with graphic design. Da, 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 da. I do it all the time. I make printables for my friends' parties and da, da, da. I'm using that example because I do that as a hobby. But you might say like, oh my gosh, like in this business, as you're learning more about them, like if you love graphic design, that's an added plus because you have to make little cutesy posts and design little things. And one day you'll have a website and all those things. So it's a way that you can say, I get the hiccups all the time in these videos. I'm sorry, guys. It's basically a way that you can say how they can add, you know, their passion into another thing. So you want to know recreation. I'm just going to go ahead and say money because I'm just going to put that out there. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys, I'm so sorry I have the hiccups so bad. This will give me some time to look this up, though. But I just need a second because I really have the hiccups. I'm so sorry. Ugh, hold on just 1 second. Ugh, oh my gosh. Okay, guys, sorry about that. Anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and say money. Like if you talk to somebody and they're like, I'm a single parent, I can barely make it, I live on one, you know, income like me, you know, then you can use that. It's like, listen, or somebody that's like, oh, I just have all these student loans, da, da, da. I talked to somebody before that was like, I'm getting divorced. I don't make a lot of money in my job right now. I'm having to save all this money, move in with my parents, all this. Like if that's an issue for people, because it's an issue for most people, wouldn't you say? That's a way to say like, listen, it's a very low stakes investment in this business. It's $140 to $200 at most in this business. And then every month, if they're working this business, they should get free Shakeology based on the people that they share the business with. So I look at it as like a one-time investment because if you want to work this business, even as a discount coach, you should never be paying for your Shakeology every month. Maybe you're not making bukus of money as an income, but it should all be free. So it's like, you know, if you want to start this out, your investment is, you know, under a couple $100 and you can make $1,000 a week. You can make like some of our coaches $15,000 a week, which sounds insane to people, but it's true. So for that amount of investment, it's an amazing return that you're going to be getting. So anyways, guys, I'm just going to wrap up. But anyway, you want to form people, you want to ask questions and listen, like I said, and that's going to help you to find out their needs and wants, like we talked about. You know, if you don't know that somebody hates their job and they don't have any money, you can't, you don't know what to offer them. You know, you don't know that they're even a potential coach. But you do once you start really listening and understanding. I always take notes, or if it's on Facebook, you have it saved, which is great. But I always take notes when I'm talking to new people about their family life, about like I have a lot of challengers and friends and now coaches that, you know, their kids have disabilities. That's a huge thing for them. That's a huge part of their story and why they want to stay at home with their kids. You know, like a lot of us want to stay at home with our kids, but especially when your kid has a disability and you want to be on top of their education and on top of their learning and all those things, like that's a huge why. And if you don't know that, it's hard for you to portray that or to share that with them, and that they can have the freedom to be with their kids more. The other thing I would say on top of this on building relationships is build relationships with people that are not exactly like you, but that you could somehow have a commonality with. Because it's going to be very hard for me to say like, oh, I totally get that about your family and your occupation, with, let's say, a man who's a football player who makes a ton of money. I don't quite know how to identify, you know, with like that kind of person. Their job is a football player. They work out all the time. You know, it's a little bit more difficult for me because I'm a woman. I'm a single parent. I'm not completely ripped. I love working out, but I'm not 100% where I want to be. You know, I would get more with a niche with people where you understand that, like teachers with teachers. Teachers are great. I have a teacher on my team right now who is unbelievable. And she has a really warm network of people that she sees every day that trust her and know her, you know, like that's a great network. Her first challenge is like fit teachers, I think. And it's all teachers. So, you know, you don't have to be everything to everyone. And when you're getting to know people, get to know people that could be your best friend, or maybe there's someone totally different than you think, but you can see some commonalities and you can say like, hey, I've done that. I've had to deal with that. Here's how this helped me. So anyway, guys, I also wanted to say with all this, coaches, like if you guys are hitting the ground running, your recruiting is going to end up overshadowing your challenging. And right now you're all into challenging and fitness, but your recruiting is. So this is going to play a really big part, because you're going to start doing more like, let me tell you about coaching, than you are about, please join my challenge group. And because of all your posts and all your marketing, really, people are going to know that you have challenge groups and you're going to promote it, but it's not going to be so crazy where it's like, you know, all I want you to do is join my challenge group. It's going to start turning to, yes, I want people to join my challenge group and get to know Beachbody and my company, but I really want people on my team. So take this forming and this building relationship seriously, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.